Hey guys, what's up? This is Jen and welcome to my beginner theory course. Today we're going to talk about the terminology of half steps, whole steps, and we're even going to talk about minor thirds. So it's an easy concept. Sometimes the terms can get us feeling a little bit muddy, but don't worry, you're going to get it in no time. So we got frets on the guitar here. And these frets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, up the neck, are all built in half steps. These are all half steps. So if I say 1 going to 2, that's a half step. 2 going to 3, half step, and so on and so forth. So a half step just means, on the guitar, the next fret over. We can also say it going backwards. So if I say, let's put us on the 4th string. 4th string, 5th fret. If I say go back a half step, all that is that right there. So it's the 5th fret going to the 4th fret. So you can go up or back using half steps. Now we have whole steps. I'm sure you can already guess what a whole step's going to be. There's a fret in between. So we have a half step plus a half step is, that's right, a whole step. You got it. That was so cheesy. I felt like that was like Sesame Street, which I love Sesame Street. But it felt like I went a little overboard on the Sesame Street. But so we got here 1 to 3. That's a whole step up. Let's go here on the 3rd string, 5th fret. Fret in between, we have a whole step going down. Right? So just think about that fret in between. It doesn't matter where you start, as long as there's a fret in between, you've got a whole step. Now the next thing that you might hear is minor third. So minor third, I'm going to be right here, is just 2 frets in between. So there's a half step, another half step, which equals a whole, and then another half step is a minor third. Just like that. So let's go over that one more time. We've got half steps. Or, that's our half steps down. Whole steps, fret in between. Or whole step going down. Minor third. So now we have 2 frets in between. I like these scales. And you can do the opposite way as well. Now, this is going to come into play when we talk about building major scales, because we're going to talk about half steps and whole steps and how those apply to building a scale and moving up the neck. So it's really important that you understand how to go half step, whole step up, half step, whole step down. Pretty simple concept, but just make sure you're getting comfortable with the terminology, because a lot of theory really is terminology. And, you know, we're watching videos, watching YouTube videos, and sometimes we hear these terms, and we hear a bunch of them, and it gets overwhelming, and we're like, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. I can't do theory, you know, and we just shut it down and, you know, watch cat videos, or at least that's... Maybe that's what I do. Just shut it down and start watching cat videos. But it's important that you start just getting one term here, one term there. So even though it's an easy concept, you're learning like, oh, that's what the terminology is. And then it takes some of the fear and the intimidation away. So don't be afraid of this theory. We got this. We're walking through it together. And that's all you need to know for this lesson. This is a Patreon supported video. My patrons are wonderful, and they are supporting me to do these beginner theory courses. So if you're interested in figuring out how to support and keep me doing these videos that hopefully are entertaining and educational, then please go to www.patreon.com/JenTrani and you can figure out how you can support these and get rewarded for doing so. So I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you soon.